Guys, I'm just out here trying to see if anybody's out there and about. I'm going for my 30-minute walk, which I try to do at least once a day. And yeah, I just want to kind of just shoot off the hip right now and just talk. Doing some research, trying to find out if men are interested in their health and reversing type 2 diabetes or their health in general. I came across, I'm 49 years old. I'll be pushing 50 here next year, St. Patty's Day. And it's through the research I've done, a lot of guys, it seems they don't care about changing their health, it seems. But I started searching around for like losing weight, gaining muscle, because that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I actually joined a gym last week, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But I noticed there was quite a bit of men, in their 40s and 50s interested in making this happen for themselves. And one of the things I want to say about the program that I've designed for myself that I've been working on we're going on 2 years now too, I'd like to say. It is July of 2025, and I was diagnosed back in 2023 with type 2 diabetes. So I've been on my diet, doing my thing for about 2 years now, and all my labs look fantastic. Everything looks great. And man, I feel great, especially pushing 50. But yeah, I started looking into this, and I did find, close to like 600,000, 700,000. And I haven't been on here doing any videos lately because I'm just quite not sure what to do, because it seems like, from the statistics and everything, that a lot of men just they're not interested in doing this. And I'm kind of here like, want to throw a poll, man. Like, send me a yes, a comment to this video if you're watching it, if you're interested in, making this happen for yourself. So what happened to me is I got off, my blood pressure meds and things like that. I lost 50 pounds, and this is what my body looks like now. I'm putting on muscle, eating lots of protein, which is an experiment in and of itself. But now trying to bulk up a little bit. And one thing I'm going to say right now is, I've never been to a gym. It's the first time, and man, these people got an air about them. Like, I don't know. It's just different. Hey, what's up, Informed? How are you? Yeah, I joined a gym. I'm bulking up. One of the things I do want to say, if you are type 2 diabetic and you're looking to bulk up and stuff, and you're going that protein route. So first of all, I want to say too, is I'm bulking up without steroids and all that crazy shit. So it's going to take a long process, and I think I'm going to publish this video. I don't know. It depends on how many of you guys comment and what you guys, like I said, I don't even know if anybody's even interested, especially men in their health, but especially reversing type 2 diabetes. But this is what I look like now. It's going to be a slow progress there. But one thing I do want to caution you guys on, because if you haven't followed me, what I do is I wear this continuous glucose monitor, and eating a shit ton of protein, I found, and you don't use it, it accumulates in your body, and you'll get higher blood sugar. So you want to be careful consuming a shit ton of protein and not working out. What's up, Ashley Klein? So the side effect I wanted to say, and Alexa Reynolds, what's going on? One of the side effects of the protocol that I've done for myself here, reversing type 2 diabetes, was weight loss. So I lost about 50 pounds. And I thought, watching these videos, these other channels with people, men trying to lose weight and stuff, I'm like, dude, it's freaking easy. Like, it doesn't take a whole lot. There's not a whole lot to it. Complete BS. I'm hyperglycemic and only eat protein. Well, everybody's entitled to their own shitty opinions, but I'm glad you have the balls to just come on and start talking about it. You lost 300 pounds. Well, in a way, you're right. A lot of people's bodies are different. What works for me may not work for you. That's what I found. I started following a bunch of shit on the internet and found that a lot of it didn't work. But for me, I'm like a psychopath. I use that continuous glucose monitor. If you don't know what it is, measures my blood sugars and updates of 5 minutes, every 5 minutes for 24/7. So I know what's going on like entirely in my body. Also, I do blood labs every 3 months and calculate my A1C, cholesterol and all that shit. And it's kind of why I'm here, because, man, everything's like I'm like tip-top shape. My doctor actually told me that I'm pretty much close to like an elite athlete of everything that I've been doing. So I'm like, damn, yeah, it is. It's working out great. And the Mad Recon, everybody is different, right? Yeah, for sure. No, I respect your shitty opinion. I'm just kidding. I talk a lot of shit on here, try to have fun. But no, yeah, you're right. Everybody's bodies are different, and you can't. The problem with medicine and things that people practice nowadays is there's like a compartmentalism where they just want to give you a pill for every ill, or have a certain product. Here you go, buy my course or blah blah blah, and that doesn't work for everybody. So, is anybody out there too, like possibly you too, the Mad Recon? Just seems like everybody's full of shit, huh? Like everybody's trying to sell shit and like, I don't know. I guess a lot of people want the easy way out too. Like, I don't know, but it seems to me like I think that the future of all of this, people like me saying this stuff, you know, I'm just coming out talking about my personal experiences. I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty psychopathic about it. Where, like I said, I wear a watch that tells me what my oxygen levels are while I'm sleeping and all. I'm just curious, you know, I can't stop now. Like, it's like, oh my God, what's going to happen if I eat these sugar-free Reese's Cup candies that are supposed to be diabetic friendly, you know? I can't help but to keep experimenting and fucking around with stuff. But I really think that as the future progresses here, a lot of these people are just going to look like shit in the future because so many people are trying their stuff and a lot of it's not sustainable. I'm like hoping in the future, I don't know, collaborate with other people too. Like I love what you said, the Mad Recon, you know, your different opinions and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I love learning from other people. And I think we can share information, like basically accumulate what's worked for us all instead of relying on conventional medicine and these so-called social media TikTok experts, right? These people don't have any personal experience, right? Trying to sell us shit. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just getting tired. It's like, who knows what to trust anymore? I feel great though, because I know I can trust my continuous glucose monitor and my blood labs. I'm like, I'm banging on all cylinders. I feel terrific. And I guess I'm out there. I don't care how this sounds, but when you feel as good and you've conquered type 2 diabetes, it's like you want to help other people. Like, I don't know. I don't have anything really to sell other than I'm like trying to just figure out if there's people that even give a fuck, you know? So if you have come across this live, if I decide to publish it, I don't fucking know. I'm not trying to knock on anybody's door. I'm just trying to figure out, like, send a signal out there and see if there's other people who, what have you done, you know? Are you even interested or have you given up? That's like the saddest thing I think I'm finding is very hard for me to cope with. Because to achieve what I achieve, you want to go tell other people and help other people. And it seems like all I'm doing is being an asshole and like preaching basically. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking be that. But it's hard to see people suffering or asking questions and not jump in and try to be like, hey, you guys, you don't have to take, you know, the conventional way. You don't have to do all this stupid shit and spend all your money, you know? But I got the greatest feeling that nobody gives a fuck. It's fuck it all, right? They just want fuck it all medications to say, oh, just forget about everything and just continue on as normal. So I don't know. I don't even know what to do. Like, other than I joined a gym, guys. I'm fucking bulking up. This is me right now. You guys are gonna see the slow progression of the meat gain that I'm having, that I'm gonna get. From what I've heard, is that men can bulk up to 20 pounds in a year. So 20 pounds is a lot of fucking muscle. We'll see. It feels like I've made some moves. I don't know, because I'm like only 180 pounds. I haven't weighed myself in a while. Last was probably about 2 weeks ago, and I think I was still a buck 80. I went up to a buck 85, and weight went back down from intermittent fasting and stuff like that. You know, one of the things I do want to say, if anybody's even interested or cares, I ate some sugar-free candy today. I can't remember I think it's Russell Strover's or something. I just wanted to see. It's like one of my things that I want to test on myself to present to you guys, so you guys don't get fooled. Because I've tried some of this sugar-free candy and it spiked my blood sugar. So I'm hoping that if people are looking to trust in this shit, maybe you shouldn't, right? Because I've been told that nobody's going to do what I do. I'm a fucking Spartan psychopathic guy with, doing all the continuous glucose monitor for like 2 years now. And they're like, nobody gives a shit, bro. I'm like hoping that I could save some people and to not trust into the companies that are selling, because they're going to come out of the woodwork. They're going to come out everywhere as diabetes progresses. Diabetes. A lot of you guys probably don't know that the numbers are just insane. Like, I mean, it's gone crazy since 1980 to now. Like, diabetes is just skyrocketing. So of course, all the sugar companies, Hershey's and Reese's and whatnots. I even saw a commercial today for zero sugar Gatorade, right? Which is dumb. All you need is salt and lemon. You got fucking electrolytes. Anyways, I don't even know where I was going with all this shit. I'm just fucking babbling. The Mad Recon says everybody is different, right? Yeah? Yeah, I don't know. I'm fucking different. I'm out here talking the shit, trying to show the shit. And I don't know if anybody even fucking cares sometimes, So I don't know. One of the things that I've done different too is I'm kind of carnivore, but I eat fruits and stuff. So I can't belong to anybody, right? I'm not paleo. I'm not this and that. But one of the new things that I've been looking at is the amount of fat. Like, I don't think we were meant to eat like a shit ton of fat all the time. Like, I don't know. I don't want to call out some of these people on the internet, these social media people, but they're eating sticks of butter and stuff. I'm like, because it all comes down to like ancestral living, right? If you get into paleo, carnivore diet and stuff like that, it's like, well, what did our ancestors eat? Which makes total sense, but what doesn't make sense to be is if you didn't live in Alaska, right? Or in Greenland or somewhere, you wouldn't be getting a whole shit ton of fat. If you lived in Africa in the savannah or here in the United States, the southern bottom portion from East Coast to West Coast, you're not going to get a lot of fat. So I don't know where people get like, you should eat tons of fucking fat. And I don't know. It's more intuition. That's what I look at. Is I've been trying to eat some fat in my diet, and I can kind of feel it. Like, okay, that's enough fat. And listening to my body instead of listening with my brain and all these fucking jamokes all over the internet saying all kinds of constant shit. You should be eating a stick of butter a day, right? Like, you should do what feels good for your body. I don't know. People probably don't even give a fuck. I don't even know. Is anybody even here? I got tons of shit though to do. I don't know. I feel fucking great. I lost weight. I'm putting on muscle. I'm pushing 50 years old, and I've never felt this fucking great in my life. I don't give a shit what anybody's doing or not doing. I guess what I need to do is grow some balls and just put my message out there and see who responds to it and who doesn't. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to do. It just really seems like people are not going to change though. Like, maybe I'm more of an irritant than anything else. I don't know. But I've got some, I want to give some tips if anybody is listening and gives a shit. The whole low carb thing is what I've done. They're saying that if you flatline your blood sugars, it's bad for you. I'm going on 2 years now, sweethearts, and I'm still fucking functioning, tip top, good energy. So if we need to dispel some of these fucking rumors or things, not to say again that this is for everybody, but for me, I'm still trucking 2 years later. I kind of don't know, like, when do you call it, right? When do you call bullshit on the whole thing of like the low carb diet is completely bad for you, right? And I didn't say zero carb. I said low carb. And I can eat carbs. I'm going to go eat sushi like 2 times. One time this week and one time next week. My blood sugars will spike up to 160, 170, and then they come right back down. Right? I've fixed my insulin resistance. And so I'm not total non-carb, and I'm not saying like, don't ever eat fucking carbs, right? I think it's just ridiculous. I don't know. But yeah, whatever I've done for myself, it has worked. And that was not zero carb and, completely just, and it wasn't all just like carnivore either. So I don't know. I mixed berries, fruits, and made it through. So yeah, I don't know. That's this. I don't got nothing more to say other than that, guys. There is an alternative. I don't know where I'm going with this whole entire thing, but I just want to let you guys know that I'm like my own little guinea pig, or my lab rat. I test shit on myself constantly, and I do it to show you guys I don't even need this continuous glucose monitor anymore. I just wear it because, like I said, I'm obsessed with the numbers and figuring shit out. Interesting thing too is I found out a way to calculate my A1C like whenever I want, utilizing my continuous glucose monitor. And I went to from 6.0 down to 5.6 within like, I think it was like 6-7 weeks, my A1C. Then I got it all the way down from 5.6 to 4.6. This is the kind of shit I do. So I thought that was pretty fucking interesting. That's 10 points down, guys, within a matter of like 2 months. Again, I've been at this for like 2 years. Then it popped up to about 5.0, and now I'm back down to 4.8. I just kind of like calculated every once in a while to see like where the hell I'm at. So I do see a heavy fluctuation of what's going on in my body with my sugars and stuff like that. But yeah, another thing I've noticed too with where I have achieved with my body is that my blood sugars will start to accumulate. And what'll happen is, like, if I don't intermittent fast and stuff like that, I've noticed is where it's kind of questionable. Did I really reverse type 2 diabetes? Because my body still accumulates. When I say accumulate too, it's not like huge. And what I put these numbers on is my fasting blood sugars when I wake up in the morning, and I'm up in the 90s again. And then now intermittent fasting and not eating so much fruit or what, it goes right down to like 70s, right? 80s, like perfect blood sugars. But it takes a little while for it to happen, like maybe a day or two. But my hypothesis on this whole thing is I kind of feel like it's like a scientist, or, you know, like I said, I'm my own lab rat, is that my body is so depleted of sugars and everything that when it does, like a sponge, start to soak into my muscle and stuff, and I just do some exercise and intermittent fasting, it's just whoosh, it's gone like within a day. So kind of interesting to keep an eye on this. I want to leave with, if this is the last thing I'm talking about. One of the things that really occurred to me today too is I ate these sugar-free candies, and I was just thinking about how crazy it feels to eat these candies. It gives me a dopamine hit. I wanted more, right? My head wanted more, but I could feel my intuition, my body was like, yeah, you had enough, right? But I want to keep hitting that dopamine. I also have a visitor coming, and she wants to do what I've done. And I was like, you either got to get in the pool or out of the pool if you're going to do what I've done. Because the problem that I really saw was that a lot of people will struggle to change their diet. And I think that's why nobody wants to do this, is that I had to battle severe depression. Like, it was intense. It was the sugar. Quitting drinking alcohol was no problem. But when I quit sugar, it was fucking suicide. Like, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but I had to deal with some shit. And that's where I was like, you know what? I can't be hard on people. Like, I'm told all the time that, oh, I wish I had your, what is it? Basically my manner of doing shit. Like, I'm always doing shit, right? I don't just sit around. I hold myself accountable. I'm fucking Spartan, right? A lot of people are like, I don't have that discipline. But I don't think a lot of people have the power to quit sugar and possibly go through that switch that happens on in the body. It's basically almost like a detox, because you got to think about it. If you're eating, I'm not eating sugar, guys. I'm just eating non-sugar. It's got that sweet flavor. It's giving me that dopamine hit. And when you take that away from somebody, that's like smoking cigarettes or drinking. Like, you feel fantastic. And the thing that sucks is it only lasts for a while, right? You eat that sweet something and it's like, oh, it gives you that happy feeling. To take that and strip that away from somebody, especially when someone's been doing it for years, could be fucking rough. So I don't do really coaching or anything like that, but if you ever did, I would advise you guys to like have somebody around you or something, because you're going to go through some shit possibly. Again, like Mad Recon said, nobody's body's, we're all different. Maybe you won't, but you better get ready. It's my warning to you. When you quit the all-American diet or wherever you're from, just be careful, because it could go south. They can get you can find yourself in stormy weather where you better be a pretty strong individual like myself mentally to get through it, because it was probably one of the roughest things I've ever done. And now that I'm at the other side, a lot of people ask me, how do I stay from eating bread and pastas and sugars and stuff? It's not because I don't ever want to go through that again. It was that bad, man. So for what it's worth, you know, a lot of you guys probably don't know what to trust or whatnot. But take it from me, the only way you'll know is if you do try it yourself, and then you'll know. It's like the saying, when you know, you know. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm going to go with these snooty fucking assholes at the gym. I'm going tomorrow to lift. One of the things I'll leave you guys here with too, I think I said that 10 minutes ago. I just love doing lives. One of the things, the strategies I'm going for is not to like do like 5 sets of like, say, some bench press, whatever. I'm just going to do 2 sets to failure, like heavy weight, because I'm looking more for bulk. So I'm going to do 2 sets, like say of everything, instead of like 3, 4, 5. And that way I can go Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to the gym and not wait for recovery, because I did it last week, and like my shoulders, everything, it took about 2 to 3 days to recover. Granted, it's my first time at a gym, but yeah, that's kind of my strategy. I'm going to mess around with that. I don't know if you guys have gotten this far watching this video. Let me know if you guys want to see my blood labs. I've been waiting for my cholesterol and shit to come in from my doctors. I just kind of wanted to share that with people. I don't know. Again, I don't even know if anybody's serious about their health, so there's a helicopter flying over my head. But if you are, let me know in the comments. I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Unless anybody has any questions, let me know. Yeah, I'm just living my life, doing my thing, and yeah, looking to bulk up. Now that I've reversed type 2 diabetes, I want to put on as much muscle, not as much muscle as I can, but just I want to bulk up a little bit, maybe 10, 15, I don't know. I'll know it when I see it. But that's pretty much it, man. I just really hope sincerely that if you are in a bad spot, that you seek help. Hopefully my videos have helped you, help you know that there's hope too. Don't give up hope. As that's what the statistics are telling me, is that most men just, they've been lied to. They try shit and it's too hard, and they're like, fuck it, man. They just give up. They're like, I'm just gonna take the meds and fucking die or whatever. Like, I'm here to tell you guys, it doesn't have to be that way, man. I did it with no meds, no supplements, pretty much nothing. The only thing I recommend to you guys is go find somebody who is that you trust to like get you through those hard times when you do quit carbs, if you go that route. And for accountability, I guess a lot of people need accountability and they need somebody there. I can be that person. I just don't know how. But other than, I wish I could teach people to be like me. Like, dude, just make a decision. Like, if you asked me, how do I stay accountable? How did I Sparta up and just quit carbs, sugar, alcohol, everything all at once? Because I didn't want to fucking go through all the complications of type 2 diabetes. Like, I didn't want parts being, amputations, heart attacks, strokes, like losing your eyesight and shit. It's, and I'm a dad. I'm a single dad. I fucking have every reason to like just go hardcore on it. But I realize a lot of people don't have. I'm also a single dad of a special needs kid. I'm going to have this kid for the rest of my life. So I gotta get my health in check. So a lot of people don't have that. So I have an over advantage, I think, of most people, of why I shouldn't fucking die or get sicker on diabetes. And now I don't know how I would explain to people what I've done. Like, I think I believe in myself too. I don't give a shit what other people think of me. Obviously, when I go to the gym, I'm wearing fucking Crocs and sweatpants and a t-shirt, and these guys are like with their muscle shirts on, gay as fuck, I think. But I just don't care. I'm not after aesthetics, I'm after functionality. And I think that's probably the biggest problem I see with people, is that they're not, they're more worried about how they look. It's like, dude, if you have diabetes, who gives a shit what anybody thinks or what you look like? Like, let's get rid of it, So, I don't know. That's all I got to say. If I feel like it, I'll get on the live. But if you guys do want me to do these lives regularly, let me know. I do these walks every evening, just about 30 minutes. Let me know if you guys want me to come on here and yap my fucking bullshit mouth off like I'm doing right now. I said sincerely, if you guys have questions or anything, comment and let me know. Put in the comments too that, first of all, you want me to be here doing these lives. And then next, ask me questions. Like, you guys can ask me anything. I'm an open book. And one of the things I like, I'm supposed to shut this down. But one of the things I challenge anybody to is I love the haters. I want people to disprove what I've done. But fair fucking warning, I have blood sugar results 24/7. I have blood labs that show everything, and I'm willing to share this with anybody. But I really want someone to fuck me up and come in here and say, dude, you are full of shit, and here's why. Because I feel like I can help out a ton of fucking people. And I think that would be fantastic. But what would be really great is someone can correct me where I'm wrong. I mean, or even give me some pointers, right? Because I feel like I'm kind of getting like arrogant about it. Like, I feel so good. I'm starting to look better. I'm putting on muscle mass, and I'm like, man, I don't think I'm indisputable at this point. So it'd be really cool if somebody could come and screw up my world and show me where I'm wrong and tell me I'm full of shit, because I just ain't seeing it, right? And I want this for whoever wants it. Like, fuck, dude. Ask and you shall receive. Let's do this shit, right? Fuck diabetes. Fuck people's opinions. You know? And here's another thing, is that if you would have asked me this question, or somebody would have told this to me years ago, I'd say, fuck you, you're full of shit. There's a high that you feel when you lose all the weight. There's also a feeling that you get in your mind when you stop eating the carbs and the sugar, like those dopamine hits don't come. Now you have to rely on yourself. And that's where I'm like, I'm fucking hardcore. Like, nobody can really shake me. Like, I feel confident. My thinking is totally clear, especially for being like 50 years old. I'm like, it's a high that you feel that you don't want to ever lose. It's like we've never, like, I can't ever remember feeling the energy that I do and everything. It sounds airy-fairy, but I'm serious, guys. Like, you start working out, you start looking better, not for anybody else, but yourself. It's your energy, it's everything. There's even something that comes up with, you know, starting to gain muscle, and like, you're like, dude, I look a lot better for yourself. Like, you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, dude, I fucking did some shit, you know? Especially, like, it's sad to say, when I see some of my old friends and I'm like, dude, they're fatter than fuck. They're all white and gray and fucking wrinkled. And I'm like, dude, like, you know, I'm not trying to compare myself, but I'm like, feel and look a lot better than most of my fucking friends, especially at my age. Like, they look like they're 10 years older. So it does something to you. Like, I don't want to sound like a dick, you know, but you just feel like, I don't know, like more confident and comfortable in yourself. Why would you want to screw that up with alcohol and everything else? Like, I don't need it anymore. Like, not to say I don't partake. Every once in a great while, I'll have a couple glasses of wine, maybe, you know, for once in a while. But when I drink it, I'm like, I don't really need it. Right? So I just want to tell you guys, man, on the other side of this whole thing, you can feel fucking fantastic, and it's a whole high better than any sugar, any alcohols, or anything like that. And whatever it takes, I hope you guys achieve it. I hope I could be some sort of part of that. I just haven't figured it out yet. Usually I leave in the description, I leave my email, and if anybody wants to contact me, some goodies down there. I don't know. I'm just learning to try to figure this whole thing out myself, of how I can share my experiences with people, especially when they're struggling, because I know I had to go through so many trials and error, and I really get pissed off because I've been lied to several times, and I'm like, I had to figure it all out for myself. And I would love to share my information to shortcut that process for other people. So I don't know, but it's pretty simple. It's just not easy, right? Like, even see this walk I'm doing right now, I walk every day for 30 minutes. I don't feel like fucking walking after dinner. You know, I start getting tired, but I notice when I'm tired and pooped out, when I do push-ups, when I go for a walk, it's actually like a cup of coffee. Again, you would have told me this 2 years ago before I was diabetic. I'd have been like, you're full of shit. It actually does, man. It gets me pumped up. So yeah, other than that, I can't think of any more. Now I'm just babbling, trying to find shit to talk about. But yeah, please do leave a comment. Check out the link in the description, or the description. There's all kinds of goodies and stuff for you guys. Help me help you. Let me know what you guys want to do. I do invent foods. Every food that I've been eating, I have been testing with my glucose monitor since 2 years ago. So I kind of know my way around the place. But I've been inventing cool shit for you guys to eat that won't spike your blood sugar, help you gain muscle, lose weight, all at the same fucking time, right? And again, as the Mad Recon said, we're all different, our bodies. So what works for me may not work for you. And it's definitely not medical advice that I'm providing here. You should consult a doctor if you're type 1 or type 2 diabetic. So with that, let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next live.